Hello A-Team, total strangers and everyone between. My name is Aaron and this is Typewriter. It's a puzzle platformer that was released, wasn't released last month, but it was free for the month of June 2017. And I downloaded it, never got around to play it, so let's get into it. Tutorial, use the left stick to move. Okay, so am I playing as a colon or a semicolon or something? Whoa. Plug in digital label. Co-produced by Audio Gaming, Natural Born Interactive. A production. Ex NIHILO. ARTE presents. Hello? ARTE presents what? Did I go the wrong way? Hey Sheila, welcome to the stream, and welcome Magmatic. How you guys doing? Magmatic says, Biffy told me to tell you said hi. Oh, is Biffy streaming right now? I didn't get a notification. What's he playing? Okay, let's just go this way, I guess. Okay, X is to jump. Use options button to view the unlocked content. Well, I haven't unlocked anything yet, so... Yeah! You've unlocked the first page of the history of typography. Okay, fine. Continue. Let's see, oh, he's playing Don't Starve? That game scares me. I haven't installed, but I don't know, I might play it one day. Let's see, Sheila says, streaming myself, but wanted to stop by. Oh, Sheila, you're also streaming? What are you streaming tonight? And I greatly appreciate you stopping by. And Meg says he played it yesterday too. Yeah, I saw his one. I watched his stream yesterday, actually. Alright, cave paintings. In prehistoric times, long before the invention of writing, humans left traces of their existence in caves where they resided. The Chauvet Cave, discovered in 1994 in the southeast of France, was one of the oldest adorned caves in the world and contains many inscriptions carried out between 32,000 and 3000 BC. Most of them are representations of animals, but they're also hybrid, animal-men creatures in human hands. The different representations overlap in space. That seems indifferent to the depth, as the contours of the images intertwine constantly. How do I move down? Okay. Let's see. Sheila's playing Dead by Daylight. I haven't checked that one out yet. Is that the one that came out before Friday the 13th? Is that the one that it's there's like 4 killers and you have to, like, I think you play 5 people and like 4 are survivors and one's the murderer or something, and you have like 4 different murderers and each one has their own capabilities. Sheila has, I don't have Don't Starve. Or I have Don't Starve. Sheila says I starve. I starve too. I played it once and I never played it again. Let's see. Magmatic says I'm gonna go. I told him I was just coming to see what you were doing. See ya later, Magmatic. Thanks for stopping by, man. Give Biffy some love. These prehistoric artists were skilled in several techniques: rock engraving, probably using harder carved stone, and painting. The paint comes from crushing stones to produce a colored powder that was then applied by hand or blown onto cave walls. In almost all cases, especially in Africa and Europe, the paintings were related to ritual practices such as the magic of hunting, fertility, or protection against enemies. Painted caves have long been regarded as a sanctuary where prehistoric men painted his visions of the world. It is estimated today that the pictorial representations depict a whole cultural socio system, which includes both inhabited places as well as hunting territories. Okay, Caves of Hands in Argentina. I guess we're going to be learning things. Cool. I like learning things. Alright. I know that X is to jump. And we're going. Jump. Use the jump button. The Cuneiform writing. The cuneiform writing. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Emerging in lower Mesopotamia between 3400 and 3200 BC. Cuneiform script is, along with Egyptian hieroglyphs, the earliest known systems of writing. It is initially intended to transcribe Sumerian. However, it becomes a dominant system throughout the former Middle East. Cuneiform writing began in pictographic form and silhouette-type shapes. Certain symbols are also used to represent a more significant part of an object. For example, a star to evoke the sky. The forms then evolved into represent verbs, for instance, bread for eating or water for drinking. In addition to these pictorial representations, the cuneiform writing system includes phonograms and phonetic signs that are used to transcribe a sound, and additional signs to represent figures. It is gradually adapted to several other languages, including Akkadian, Hittite, and Elamite, and remains in use until the beginning of the Christian era. The name cuneiform stems from the Latin word cuneus, or wedge, and the fact that the documents are written in clay tablets that transformed into wedge-shaped impressions from the stylus. Babylonian tablet covered in cuneiform letters. Cool. The more you know. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Do I have to jump over this? Uh-oh. Stuck? No. Push the retry button. I don't know. I'm not. Well, I guess I am stuck. Fine. Oh. Rotation. Use L2 and R2 to control. What? Oh, L2 and R2. What? What am I supposed to do here? Oh. Okay. I love the music in this. It's very primal. Sheila says, and you gotta check out the Humble Bundle. Yeah, I actually need to finish that. I saw that, what was that one game? Is it Shadow Warrior? The first one? Is free for the next 24 hours. So I'm actually, when I'm done streaming here, I'm gonna go do that, because when I went to go set up my my Humble Bundle account so I can get it for free, we block any type of gaming platforms at work. So I tried to do it on my lunch break, and that didn't happen. Stay alert. What am I doing? Egyptian hieroglyphs. I hope you don't mind me reading all this. I'm actually interested. Egyptian hieroglyphics. The first Egyptian hieroglyphics date back to the end of 3200 BC. This formal writing system, which is born around the same time as the cuneiform script, is used for more than 3,000 years. The word hieroglyph comes from the Greek adjective hieroglyphos, which literally means sacred engravings. In Egyptian society at the time, writing is linked to political and religious powers. The pharaoh's scribes have the sole privilege of using the hieroglyphics to write official letters. The hieroglyphs were plotted on shards of pottery, ostrakhan, or in paper form derived from the papyrus using a reed. The originality of Egyptian hieroglyphics stems especially from its figurative nature. Good God. Hieroglyphs are pictorial drawings that designate an object or action. These characters can represent real or imaginary objects, such as human figures, animals, or divine representations. Egyptian writing also includes a system of phonetic signs, meaning a sign is read independently of its visual characteristics. Unilateral signs and phonetic complements are also used to transcribe one or several consonants, vowels, as well as give indications of etymology. Egyptian hieroglyphic writing has given birth to two or other forms of scripture used in Egypt. Hieratic. Did I say that right? Hieratic, which is a cursive writing system written in ink with a reed brush invented to allow scribes to write quickly, shorthand, and demotic writing, which is a scholarly script used for document and letter writing. Egyptian art, steel with inscriptions. Oops. Did I die? I must have. Later, pencil-shaped thing. Whoa. Oh, Chinese characters. Cool. The Chinese characters. I hope everyone can hear me. Because I can't monitor it in here. The Chinese characters. Chinese characters were not originally designed to facilitate direct communication between individuals, but rather to symbolize the relationship between men and the afterlife in the context of rituals. According to the legend, Kanji, a minister of the Yellow Emperor, was charged with the task of creating characters for writing, and designing characters according to the special characteristics that he observes in all things. All Chinese characters are logarithms, are logograms, but there are several derivative types. Pictograms are simple characters that can be combined to form an ideogram, which is a more abstract idea. These signs are more complex, consisting of several pictograms as well as being associated with a key. Cryptology, which acts as an indicator to specify the lexical meaning of the ideogram. Chinese has another set of characters called phonosemantic, which make up over 90% of the language. Phonosemantic characters, however, are associated with a key that are designed by pronunciation. In addition to the Chinese writing system, paper is one of the 4 great inventions of the Chinese. Native, Kai, Lun, not only improved the papermaking technique, but also made it possible to use a variety of materials such as tree bark, hemp, and flax. At the time, his process remains a long, well-kept secret, and doesn't appear in the Western Europe for quite a long while. Buddha and his disciple Subhuti from the Diamond Sutra, 868. Move objects to avoid the traps. Okay. Okay, so are we doing this? Guess so. Alright. Is this Greek writing now? Wall jump. Lean on the wall and jump. Oh, cool. The Greek alphabet. Greek script, lintel with inscription of the Emperor Justinian, 538 AC. The Greek alphabet. The invention of the Greek alphabet dates back to the 8th century BC. Initially, there are several variations of the Greek alphabet. However, the 2 main ones are the Euboea and Ionic alphabets. The Greek alphabet is one of the first writing systems with a stable symbol-sound mapping, making pronunciation predictable. Each vowel and consonant are distinguished with a unique character. Unlike the Semitic alphabets such as Hebrew, the Moabite or Phoenician, I hope I said that properly, the Greek alphabet is adapted from the Phoenician that has to be it, Phoenician alphabet by adopting new characters, thereby totaling 24 letters, which are still used today to transcribe modern Greek. Although originally composed exclusively for capital letters, the Greek alphabet gradually expands to include a lowercase. In Greek society, the language is at the heart of the city, and writing gradually invades the public sphere despite the attempted suppression by a small elitist group of religious officials. Why am I not surprised? The Greek alphabet is the basis of a number of other alphabets in Europe and the Middle East, including the Etruscan alphabet, which goes on to inspire the Latin alphabet. Over we go. What the heck is that? This dot may be the key. The Latin alphabet. Trophy urn collector. Dedictory. Dedicatory? 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 I don't know. Dedictory inscription of Trajan's column, Italy. The Latin alphabet. The Latin alphabet evolved from the Western variation of the Greek alphabet, which was adapted and modified by the Etruscans, who ruled early Rome. The Etruscans' alphabet was adapted and further modified by the inhabitants of the city of Rome, further contributing to the birth of the Latin alphabet. It is then adapted to the Romance languages, and gradually spreads throughout the Western Europe and even beyond. The development of the Roman Empire results in dominating the world of the Mediterranean world, the whole of the Mediterranean world, thus securing itself as one of the most extensive political entities in history. Latin culture heavily influences Mediterranean countries with regards to language and religious belief, which peaks when Emperor Constantine converts to Christianity in 1312 AD. The Romans are responsible for most of the diffusion of ancient Greek culture and translating many texts and maintaining the use of the Greek language and its alphabet. The Latin alphabet, which consists of 26 letters, is originally made up of an entirely uppercase alphabet. It was only much later, under the reign of Charlemagne, 1768 to 1814, at the Alcuin Society of York creates the Caroline minuscule, which acts as the basis for the modern forms of the Latin alphabet. The Latin and Cyrillic alphabets are the most employed writing systems in the Western world to this day. Alright. Moving on. Oh, okay, I have to go get that dot. Come with me if you want to be awesome. Ta-da! No. Congratulations, you finished the tutorial. I learned things in this game. It's called Typewriter. The game's called Typewriter. Origins means beginning. That's the beginning of the game. Typewriter, a typographic video game created by Cosmographic. Looks really cool. Gothic. Gothic. Can you find all the characters of this chapter? Oh my goodness. Gutenberg Textura by Dieter Steffman. Let's do it. Whoop, don't fall, don't fall. Scribes. Wait, go back. I wanted to read that. I guess I'll have to... Is it in the origins? No. It has to be in this one. There we go. The monk scribes. In medieval Western Europe, writing is reserved for the reproduction of sacred texts and the recording of legislative decisions. Writing culture is thus progressively centralized in the monasteries beginning in the 6th century. It is the monk scribes, recluse in convents and Christian abbeys, who were responsible for transcribing the earliest manuscript books. The texts are copied by hand on animal skin parchment and then recopied to ensure recirculation. Within the scriptoria, a writing room specialized for monks, the scribes copy the text by means of kalem, or reed or whittled bird feather, dipped in black ink, while illuminating the pages with illustrations or ornaments. A dense work of monasteries and an abundance of scriptura span the Christian West, allowing the conservation and dissemination of many religious texts, as well as certain books from the antiquity. The book is otherwise a luxury item that is not easily accessible. Not very accessible. Alright, let's go. I'm stuck in ink. Go! The Larolingian minuscule. Under the reign of Charlemagne, 768 to 1814, the practice of writing resurges in Europe due to the administrative needs of the vast Carolingian Empire. This leads to an increase in the number of scholars and the standardization of handwriting. At the request of the emperor, the masters of the Ashen Palace create a new typography, Caroline minuscule, more legible than the uncial writing previously employed by the ancient Latin script. The Caroline is characterized by smaller rounded letters and the insertion of spaces between the words. It is adopted throughout the empire and spreads rapidly across the scriptura for the Christian West of the 19th century, in the 9th century, dominating manuscript writing until the 12th century. In the 12th century, a style known as Gothic emerges, renowned Western art and marking the architecture of new cathedrals, which are now higher and pierced with large stained glass windows. This new style also influences the typographic forms, and Gothic lettering becomes common across Western Europe in the 13th century. Regional variations appear. Germany and the north of France mostly opt for textura, a Gothic typeface with narrow, angular shapes, while the south of France, Italy and Spain employ a rounder form called rotunda. Style of this game. I love it. So basically all you're doing is... Oh no. Darn it. Did not want to do that. You're just collecting letters. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Darn it, I didn't want to do that. Get back over there. Come on. Can I skip it? I'll just try and skip it. There we go. Not really sure what that does. Johann Gutenberg. In the early 15th century, urbanization and economic growth stimulates exchanges at a European level. Furthermore, the existence of national literature in several countries and the development of universities contribute towards the creation of secular manuscripts, which develop concurrently with an increase in literacy rates. It is in this favorable context that Johann Gutenberg invents the print press. Gutenberg, a prominent German goldsmith, receives the financial backing necessary to open a printing shop from banker Johann Fust. While Gutenberg did not invent all of the processes required for the manufacturing of a printed material, he combines a series of comparably advanced technology to existing printing techniques. In addition to the use of paper, a relatively new material at that time, and the invention of a special ink for printing, the main innovation is the production of a movable type system that makes page setting quicker and the lettering more uniform. With Gutenberg's invention, text can now be easily reproduced and disseminated, unlike the manuscripts that were previously the result of long labor by the monk scribes. Needless to say, the invention is an immediate success throughout Europe. No kidding. Okay, let's go. The movable type. Invented by Johann Gutenberg's workshop in Mainz, hope I said that correctly, letterpress. Printing with movable type ignites a new era in Western Britain culture and remains in use until the release of photo typesetting in the 1960s. A metal worker produces a kind of handheld steel punch attached to the tip of an instrument that is a flat plate with an alphabetic symbol. The letters are made using a deep mold consisting of 3 different minerals. About 1,000 of these alphabetic letters are produced and then filed into a big drawer that is divided into many small compartments called cassetins. A worker arranges the letters on a kind of typing machine that deposits the letters onto an alphabet. The letters are placed accordingly, reproducing the text 5 or 6 sentences at a time. When all the pages are replicated onto tablets, printing on the paper ensues. Cool. No! Don't fall. Am I supposed to go down there? Nope. That one. Come on. No, don't. I'm gonna do this. Which one is the one that I used to... Oh, I see. I have to jump. That's what I have to do. I have to hold down the left trigger while I'm running up, and then jump, and then try and make it up there. Or maybe the right trigger. Try the right trigger. No, not the right one either. Ah, so close. Or do I just take a running leap off of this? There we go. That's what I wanted. Be careful. Okay, that blue stuff is like ink. The letterpress. It's gonna bring it a little closer because I don't think you can hear me that well. The letterpress. Gutenberg's... Don't you go down. Gutenberg's movable type printing press is particularly successful due to the use of a special machine made up of a flat block of wood operated by a lever. This ensures that the ink is applied equally over the surface of the tablet and then pressed and printed evenly on the paper. Using paper imported from Italy is both inexpensive and essential to the development of Gutenberg's letterpress. Excuse me. Moreover, Gutenberg creates a special ink that does not pass through the pages, unlike most of the other inks available at the time, thereby making it possible to print on both sides of a page. What the heck is going on here? Am I pressing down on this for some reason? My mic just keeps like going, Alright. With these innovations, the German typographer is responsible for creating numerous high-quality publications, including the first condensed Bible. Oh, shoot! No! No, don't be crushed! Oh, no! No, 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 no! No! Crap. Keep going, dude! Go, 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 go! Oh! Gotta be faster. There we go. I got it now. That's it. Okay. That is... Okay, can go that way. Wow, this game is wild. Here we go. Gutenberg's Bible. That's what he's famous for. Gutenberg's Bible. The Bible is considered to be the most successful print job in Gutenberg's career. Say, the book is composed of all 641 sheets divided into 66 books. Every page, molded on the handwritten pages, is divided into 2 columns of 42 lines each. Gutenberg's Bible reproduces the Latin script from the Vulgate of St. Jerome, 384 AD, using the Gothic typeface textura. Between 1452 and 1455, Gutenberg's Bible is reprinted about 200 times on paper and parchment, which was unimaginable only a few years earlier. It's getting late. I'm fumbling. As with the handwritten editions of the monk scribes, unprinted services are reserved for illustrations. The works of this period between the medieval manuscripts and early modern prints are called incunabula. In 1455, Gutenberg cannot repay his debts and is forced to sell the print shop to his associates, Johann Fust and Peter Schoeffer, who take over thereafter. When Gutenberg dies in 1468, he fails to witness the ongoing success of the movable type printing press and its revolutionary and rapid spread throughout Western Europe. Oh, come back here. Gothic is complete. Gothic, 8th century to 15th century. Okay. Should we do one more? Or should we stop? Garamond. You know what? I think I've been at this, like, close to an hour. Pretty close to an hour. Yeah, screw it. One more. We'll do one more. Let's do it. Let's learn some things, shall we? I am underwater. This is not good. But I'm a colon that can swim. Awesome. Come on. Nicholas Jensen. Portrait of Nicholas Jensen, 1420 to 1481. Nicholas Jensen. With the Renaissance culture and writing progressively move out of the celestial sphere? Celestial sphere. I'm going with that. The humanist movement, which spread throughout all of Europe from the 16th century onwards, puts man at the center of the world. These humanists promote culture and science. Yes. And advocate for the popularization of all knowledge. Very good. This period also marks an interest in texts from the antiquity, which are translated and broadly commented on. In Italy, the Quattrocento? Yeah, it has to be Quattrocento, because quattro meaning quattro, meaning 4, 15th century. It's characterized by a special revival of culture and the arts from the late Middle Ages. Exchanges between Germany and Italy lead to the rapid spread of a movable type print press. Johann and Wedelin von Speyer, two native printers from Mainz, settle into Venice to help popularize Roman characters, which promptly replaced the formerly used Gothic types. When Johann von Speyer dies, When Johann von Speyer dies, Nicholas Jensen, a French man, takes over the workshop. Jensen, who was a trainee for several years in Gutenberg's workshop in Mainz, is acknowledged for the quality of his characters. Jensen leaves his mark by evolving the Roman alphabet on the basis of typographical principles as opposed to the old manuscripts. He collaborates on the printing of over 150 Latin and Italian works and is able to run as many as 12 presses at a time before his death in 1481. Awesome. Thank you, Nicholas. Ooh, I want that one. I want E. Give me E. Give me E. Wait, I gotta spin. There we go. Spin. Spin, you fool. Alright. Don't wanna fall. Don't wanna fall. Don't wanna fall. Darn it. Huh. I am a ninja. Ah. I love the art style of this. I really do. And the fact that it's feeding you knowledge is fantastic. Like, tangible knowledge. Italic. Ald Manus, a publisher who follows in the footsteps of his grandfather, is known most notably for his invention of small, portable books, forerunners of the modern pocketbook. As a humanist and reader of the ancient text, his goal is to publicize classical texts at a lesser cost. To save space, in 1499 he commissioned Francisco Griffo to create a smaller typeface, Italic. Italic is slanted and narrower than Roman characters, and is a reproduced version of a script that was inspired by cursive. Following a dispute, Griffo and and Manus separate in 1502. Manus opens his own press shop in Bologna some years later, and it is in 1516 that he successfully creates a new italic font, which is considered to be one of the most flourishing of his career. His work is acknowledged at an international level and contributes to the widespread of Roman characters. I'm going to take a crack at this name over here. Suetonius' Lives of the 12 Caesars, printed by Robert Estienne in 1540. Whoa! 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 Back up. You missed something. I saw it. I saw it. There it is. Gloop, 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 gloop. Anything else down here? Hmm? No? Okay. Not fooling me. Anything up here? Nope. All right. There's a J. Whee! Oh, I missed one. No, 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 no. Oh, phooey. Fine. Up we go. Get up there. I am at the top. Whoa. That was a blind jump. No! Go back! Go back! Gotcha. Okay, now I need to do it again. But this time use the boost to get me over there. Awesome. Yay! I am a Kholid not to be reckoned with. Not to be trifled with, not reckoned with. Trifle. Trifle. Geoffrey Torrey. As of 1470, printing in France is the product of 3 German printers. These printers also established the new process at the Sorbonne University at the request of the Minister of University of Paris. King Francois I, an independent scholar known as the Restorer of Letters, owes his moniker to his active contribution and development of the arts, typography and printing. Moreover, in 1537, it is his strict decree and control over written publications which ascertains that a copy of every work published in France be copied and submitted to the Royal Library. During this period, printers and editors are typically humanists who want to contribute to the distribution of ancient texts. Geoffrey Torrey, a printer and bookseller from Italy, teaches grammar and philosophy at Sorbonne. He participates in the development of typographical art and sets a standard in French publishing, particularly in his famous work Champfleury? Champfleury, that's what I'm going with, which appears in 1529. Like Luca Pacioli in Italy and Albrecht Dürer in Germany, I probably screwed that up, before him, he seeks to create letters using a geometric and rational approach. Almost certainly drawing inspiration from Vitruvius' 10 books on architecture, his typeface consists of uppercase letters divided into 10 parts that mimic the perfect proportions of the human anatomy. Torrey is titled for the official printer of King Francois I in 1530 and dies in Paris in 1533, leaving behind a considerable amount of works. Very cool. Get over there. Get going. What, do I have to push it down? Probably. Ride the wave, dude. Alright, I'm going to push you down. Gotta try. Ah! Darn it. Here we go. Ah, push you down. Come on, Aaron, figure it out. There has to be a simple explanation for this. Nope, that's not going to cut it. And now it's stuck. Way to go, Aaron. You freaking lunatic. Ah. I'm pressing the restart button. It's not letting me happen. It's not letting me do it. Can I die? Go away. What? Do I have to line these up or something? Ah. Okay, cool. Nope, too fast. Go back. Ugh. Gotcha. Okay. Now we should be good. Yeah, baby. Let's see. Everybody enjoying the lectures? I don't want to be set on fire. Oh, it's over there. Get over there, dude. Oh boy. Now, am I supposed to go down, or... I guess not. Let me make sure I didn't miss something over here. Anything over here? Can never be too sure. Something tells me there's something down here. Aha, you see? You see? Uh-huh. There's a method to my madness. Sometimes I don't know what that is, but I press on anyway. No. Oh! Spun that around too fast. Alright. I think I already got that one, so... Alright, let's just stay level. Let's stay level. Stay level. Okay. Robert what? Robert Estienne. Robert Estienne. Throughout the 16th century, printing and technology and bookbinding improved and developed in European countries. Books and printed text become the preferred means of communicating the ideas of the Reformation. However, with the Catholic counter-Reformation, Protestants are systematically suppressed and publishers are subject to more and more strict control. Stephen Dolay, a Parisian printer who edits numerous Protestant texts, is charged with blasphemy and treason, which leads to the destruction of his publications in 1544 and a bonfire held in the square of Notre Dame. 2 years later, in 1546, he is burned alive with his books at the stake in Place Malbert. Oh I'll never understand killing people for wanting to learn. Robert Estienne, a lexicographer and printer, born in 1503 in Paris to the famous publisher Henry Estienne, is trained by Simon de Colline, with whom he shares a workshop until 1526. After the death of Conrad Neobar, his predecessor, Robert Estienne, Robert Estienne, whatever, is appointed King's Printer of Latin and Hebrew letters in 1539 and of Greek in 1540. As a supporter of the Reform, Robert Estienne is in contact with the humanists throughout all of Europe. He benefits from the protection of the King Francois I, who helps him avoid the systematic attacks and suppression on the Protestants. In 1550, shortly after his death of the king, Estienne is forced to leave and bestows his workshop to his son. He leaves France with a series Grec du Roi and finishes his career in exile in Geneva, where he dies in 1559. I have a feeling something's up there. It has to be. Something has to be up here. Maybe not. So I can't jump that high, I don't think. Yeah, I can't jump that high. Or maybe I can. Oh, I was wrong. There's nothing up here. But I made it. Okay, this time I'm gonna actually jump on the boat. No! Oh, darn it. I got too anxious. Oh, almost did it again. W, X, Y. Come on, you son of a biscuit. That's how to do it. Jump down here. And up we go. I said up we go. No, I said up, dude. Do I have to be on this thing? Oh wait, I can swim. What am I doing? Just come down here. The Grec du Roi. The Grec du Roi is a series of Greek characters established by typographer Claude Garamond, who comes to prominence in 1541 when 3 of his Greek typefaces are requested for a royally ordered book series by Estienne. Garamond characters are based on models made for King Francois I by the Cretan typist copyist Angelo Vergesio? Angelo Vergesio, who is often acknowledged for the beauty and legibility of his characters. Garamond is most remembered for his Roman types and his rapid spread across France and beyond during the 1540s. Henry Estienne II, who inherits the Grec de Roy upon his father's passing, sells the characters for 400 gold coins to pay off an important debt. Another drama surrounding the famous series Grec de Roy is their exchange for Robert Estienne's second son's return to France. The characters are consequently lost in the religion riots that ensue. It takes almost a century for the original molds engraved by Garamond to finally be recovered. At the request of Sovereign Louis XIII, the molds are archived in the Imprimerie Royale's font collection, founded in 1640. Oop, missed one. Gotcha. Claude Garamond. Claude Garamond. Claude Garamond continues his work of Geoffrey Torrey as a printer of King Garamond as one of the first typographers to commercialize his font. Unlike typefaces of the past, which were previously reserved for the printer's own publications, commercialization means that a typographer draws, engraves, and melts the characters himself before he sells them to the printers. In 1541, Claude Garamond is commissioned to create Greek characters based on the models drawn by Angelo Vergesio. Having engraved for Robert Estienne, Garamond's Greek letters are celebrated for their elegance and earn the title of Characters of the King. After being acknowledged for his Greek letters, Garamond draws and engraves a new Roman character which takes his name, Garamond. His font conveys a sense of fluidity and consistency, and is considered to be among the most legible and readable typefaces, thereby spreading quickly across Europe. Garamond's Roman characters, paired with Francisco's italics, become favorites for printing the classics and are used by numerous anonymous copyists. In fact, the Garamond typeface, which has been well known since its creation, is still broadly used in editions and collections edited by France's leading publisher, Galimard. Or Galimard. I'm not French. Okay, that's Garamond. Garamond, 15th century to 16th century. I hope you're enjoying learning as much as I am. This is actually quite fascinating. Didot or Didot? And I think with Didot, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. This game is more of an educational lecture with a little bit of platforming involved, and I must say it's a refreshing change from the video games that we are playing today, from the shooters and things like that. Something that actually enriches us and gives us knowledge, even if it's, you know, something that we wouldn't really use in our day-to-day lives. It's nice to just scrub the brain every once in a while, you know, get the cobwebs out. I love a good conundrum. I mean, this isn't exactly a puzzle game. This is more just like a walk in the park with some some great information and lecturing involved, but I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are too. So, have a wonderful evening. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Until next time, play hard. And I screwed up my tagline again. Hope you have a lovely evening.